Hi, my name is Shwangiza Onida, and today I'm going to talk about HIV/AIDS. Especially, I will evaluate how much progress the world is making in its fight against HIV/AIDS. The presentation is made based on publicly available data from our world-leading data website, and it covers from 1990 to 2017. The presentation is done for the fulfillment of data 620 summer 20 course at University of Maryland University College. Professor name is Karen Beam. And by profession, I'm a financial analyst working in a financial industry. And as a person who immigrated from Africa, I have seen the terror of HIV/AIDS and its impact, and that motivated me to pick the topic of this presentation. By looking the three parameters in this slide, which are days from HIV/AIDS and new infection of HIV/AIDS, which are both trending downward, and number of people living with HIV/AIDS, I will try to answer the question that I already asked in the first slide. I would like to point one remark here to fill all measurement on the same visualization. The total number of people living with HIV/AIDS has been divided by 10. And all forecasts in the visualization has a 95% confidence interval, and prediction is made for 10 years. I used a linear trend line. The number of AIDS-related deaths increases throughout the 90s and reached a peak in 2005 and 2006, when in both years, close to 2 million people died. 2017 was the first year since the peak in which fewer than 1 million people died from AIDS. However, the overall trend shows that once it reached the peak, the trend is now the number of days is declining. This graph also shows that HIV/AIDS deaths by age, and it shows a downward trend by each age group categories. The fourth slide shows that the impact of antiretroviral therapy, ART, and since the first version of ART was introduced in 80s, the treatment has saved millions of lives. By year 2015, deaths averted due to ART is around 1.07 million. And by year 2025, we forecast that deaths averted due to ART is going to reach 1.736 million. This slide shows new infection of HIV/AIDS by year and region. Between 1996 and 2001, more than 3 million people were infected with HIV/AIDS every year. Since then, number of new infections began to decline. And in 2017, it was reduced to below 2 million, the lowest number of infections since 1990. The final slide shows number of people living with HIV/AIDS. The number of people living with HIV/AIDS, as you show from this chart, the rate of increase has slowed down compared to the 90s, but the absolute number is at the highest ever, with more than 3.6 million people globally living with HIV/AIDS by year 2017. I have this reference material I have used for the presentation, and from all the slide, I can conclude that the world is making progress in fighting against HIV/AIDS. Thank you for watching the video.